Don't engage alone. We do this together.
Yeah!
Yeah!
We got it! We got
New 52 booklet.
it! Somebody clip this one.
Welcome to Comics League Indie Wednesday. I'm your host, Jared, and today we are discussing Amazon Issue 1. Now, I don't mean Amazon as an Amazon customer service. I mean Amazon as in Amalgam Amazon. Now, what is Amalgam, you may ask? So, the 90s, they did Marvel vs. DC, which is basically just they had the idea where let's cross over Marvel and DC and have the characters fight and the fans could vote on who would win. You had this was in the height of the X-Men's popularity, which explains why you have the really, really, really stupid cross match, which was Wonder Woman versus Storm, where Storm won. And I'm like, But anyway, at the end of that, they temporarily merged Marvel and DC together and created Amalgam. So Amazon is the name of the character that is a mix of Wonder Woman and Storm. It's basically what if Storm became Wonder Woman. And the whole premise of the issue is that Aurora, yes, it's just Aurora, is flying. She encounters the god of the sea, Poseidon, and he explains to her her entire history because she apparently doesn't remember her history. It turns out she was on a cruise ship with her family. The cruise line was like capsized. She washed up on the shore of Themyscira and then was raised with Diana. And what's cool about this is that Wonder Woman is in her 90s biker outfit because that's what she was in at this point. And plus also an Amalgam, Diana was also the wife of the Punisher, believe it or not. And by the way, this is written by John Byrne and drawn by Terry Austin and John Byrne. So yeah, again, because John Byrne had been doing Wonder Woman at the time. I have the first trade of it. It's okay. It's not the best, but I'll check it out later for another review. So they basically give you the entire story. Hippolyta felt something drawing her to the sea. She dove in, found Aurora, and saved her. And then apparently, Aurora, I'm just going to call her Storm. Storm convinces Poseidon to not attack man's world, if you will, and to seek more peaceful solutions to problems. In other words, so she's like more of the diplomat. She's encouraging him to be to pursue diplomacy more because he is, after all, Greek. So at that point, he's like, okay, fine. And basically the idea is that Poseidon goes, okay, so yeah, you're fine. I'll just go on. And then Amazon goes, okay, so wait a second. Just like that, we're good. There's going to be no punishment, no anything. And she goes, how do I know you're not going to go back to the way you were before? And then Zeus says, oh, no one can say, Wonder Woman. Suffice it to say, I have learned this day a bitter lesson. Suffice it to say that suffice that you have had some small vengeance of being an instrument in my enlightenment. Hardly enough, old god. But basically the idea is that it's basically the standard practice of like gods that want to be worshipped and all that. And it's actually a pretty cool story, and I really enjoy it. And again, that's basically Amazon. What I like about these is that I dig how with Amalgam I like the choices of characters they merge. Because again, like I covered Dark Claw early, and that's like Batman mixed with Wolverine. You got Captain America and Superman. You have Punisher and Steve Trevor. Somehow they made Steve Trevor actually useful. Dr. Fate and Dr. Strange is Dr. Strange Fate. So they mixed together the characters that make sense. And I guess Storm and Wonder Woman work. I mean, they could have done Wonder Woman and Ms. Marvel, Carol Danvers, I mean, because this was back when that character was actually tolerable. And B, that she's a little bit closer to who Wonder Woman is. So I guess they only went with this because they wanted to go with they wanted to essentially put the X-Men characters with the like the characters that they fought or something like that. The point is, with this, it's a really cool pairing, and I like that because I guess Storm is kind of like Wonder Woman in that she's very much like a goddess. So you can kind of see where that goes. Now, to conclude, I give this book a solid 10 out of 10. I love the art. John Byrne does a fantastic job drawing this book. I love the action. I love the reveals as it goes on throughout the story. And it's like you're discovering this alongside Storm. And I like how they still bring in Diana. So Diana still exists. It's just the mantle of Wonder Woman is combined with Storm. So it's not like Diana herself is merged with Aurora. No, she is her own separate character. Again, going back to Amalgam Punisher. And that's honestly a really cool and unique way to do it because, and also, actually, what's kind of interesting, this was also, I believe, around the time that Diana was not Wonder Woman, so it is the biker outfit, and Artemis was Wonder Woman. So actually, it actually aligns pretty well. So it's just Artemis and Storm merged together. Either way, hey, that works. I dig that. And I think that's a good place to leave it. So let me know in the comments below what you guys thought of this review, what other Amalgam characters you would like me to cover, because I have the DC trade, and I could probably find the Marvel trade pretty cheap. And in terms of other content that's coming out, a UTC, that'll be announced, TBD. In terms of movie night, we are covering the death of Superman. And in terms of Superman Legacy, TBD. Again, we're still planning that stuff out. So, on that note, stay heroic, and I'll be sure to see you in the next Indie Comics review. Stay reading.